I don't have a TikTok account, so I was unaware of this video. So the video came out about 6 days ago. University of Wisconsin student Audrey Godlewski made that video because it seems she was upset at her black boyfriend. This message is directed to black women, as we are the most targeted when we go to any kind of medical facility.
So as students continue their reaction to the racist comments that went viral online, our Catherine Merck asked a legal expert about the free speech laws that protect this student. Catherine?
The Change.com petition to expel the UW-Madison student who said racial slurs in a video has over 45,000 signatures. But one professor at UW-Madison says no matter how many people sign it, it won't change what the university can do.
White supremacy has got to go. Hey, hey. White supremacy has got to go. Hey.
Students at UW-Madison continue to ask for something to be done about the student in this clip.
I'm gonna go back and haunt every little who did me wrong. I literally hate all of them. I'm gonna make them pick out in the fields.
Students are criticizing the university's response by the hundreds. One administrator taking to Twitter to address students who say condemning racism isn't enough.
I wrote a letter yesterday, and I regret that the letter that I shared yesterday was not received by some in the way I intended.
University officials say they can't take action against posts that are not unlawful. With his background as a political science professor at UW-Madison, Howard Schwaber says that's true.
The way the First Amendment works in practice is it protects all expression that does not fall into a particular category of unprotected expression. Things like threats, blackmail, fraud. The statements in this video do not fit any of those unprotected categories. They're offensive. They're a bit horrifying, but they are not by any means a threat directed at a specific person. They don't fit any of the descriptions of the kind of speech that the government is permitted to punish.
Other universities have handled these situations differently, sometimes depending if they're public or private.
The rules of a public university can't violate First Amendment rights.
While the student protests may continue, they might not get the result they want.
The mere fact that other students find the expression so offensive that they are moved to then act in ways that interfere with their own studies, that's not an interest that overcomes any kind of First Amendment right.
What the university can do and did do in their statement is condemn the video. UW-Madison officials said racist slurs do not represent or reflect UW-Madison values around creating an inclusive community.
Which is funny that as adults in the working world, if we were to put any such message out there and or employers found out about it and people called for us to be terminated, we would be terminated. As black women, we have to take extra care of how we present ourselves in the workplace. A lot of us have to change our hair or mode of dress, the way we carry ourselves, so that we are not looked at in a negative way. And it's quite frustrating. But the main reason I am coming to you about this video, black women, is when we go to medical institutions, we're not believed when we describe our pain, whatever ailment from which we're suffering. So Serena Williams almost died after she gave birth to her daughter. They refused to believe her when she was complaining about not feeling well and she had blood clots. Almost died. I know that she had to advocate for herself. Eventually they listened. What black women, I want you to remember this girl's name. Her name is Audrey Godlewski. She is studying to be a nurse. Now, it's important to know that when someone goes for internship, they don't necessarily intern at the hospital that may be associated with the university. The same for doctors. They don't do their internships or residency at a school-affiliated hospital. Either a nurse or a doctor can go to a medical facility out of state. So they may be coming to your neck of the woods. Audrey Godlewski. She may get married in the future. Her surname may change, or if she walks into a room, you can't tell from just her first name. You may be able to tell from her face. And that is unless she gets plastic surgery. Remember, women, we're not believed, we're not liked. They believe we're strong. It is a fact that for years medical students believed that black people feel the least pain, and black women are the ones that are the least believed when we go to medical facilities, doctors, anywhere that we seek medical help, because they think that we're there to try to get drugs, opioids. We really are not there for that. I've twice been kicked out of hospitals because I refused to take the opioid that was prescribed for my pain. I suffered through that pain because I will not take an opioid just to deal with pain. I will not, because you can get addicted from just the first one that you take, regardless of the dosage strength.